Alrighty, welcome to Charlotte, site of tonight's 100-lap race in the Sidewinder Racing League's Curious.org ARCA series. Cars just now heading out on track for practice. I said practice, qualifying. Qualifying is what they're heading out for. Dave Hoytsman, driver on the bubble right now in points, currently 13th, top 12. Make it in, so he's got to get that Buick running good tonight. 4 points behind the cutoff. Needs to hop up and get those 4 points over Chris Alkire. Alkire in the 43, also heading out for his qualifying lap. That's the battle for the points. Yeah, Lucas Weissman, the 97. Only multiple winner this season, has 2 wins under his belt. 5 other drivers have 1 win. We start week 8 of the Sidewinder season. Watch Hoytsman is Labor 12 Pontiac tear around the racetrack. Running the highline on his first lap. First lap starting to come in. Sure, Lucas will run right on that blue line as much as he can on his lap. Back down to the bottom through 3 and 4. Not all the way there, but pretty close. Goes through the double dog leg, across the line. See where Hoytsman stacks up. Lucas goes P2. Currently the 30 Blake Roebuck, App State Chevy, the top of the charts. Short track driver Garrett Boyd currently in 3rd. Dustin Eaton been out of town a bit. Welcome back, Dustin Eaton. He is currently P5. Ethan Evers in the 8. Billy Davidson's coasted the 7th fastest lap. That was on his first go around. This is his second lap. See if Billy can pick up any starting positions in that Kia. Second lap, just a bit faster. Gets by Ethan Evers by 1/1000th of a second. That'll put Davidson up to 6th in the starting order until Mike Chris on his first lap goes P4. Watch Mike Chris in his second lap, see if he can contend for the top 3 spots there. Coming out of the dog leg, cross the line. Does go quicker. To 2nd place for Mike Christopher. Just 8 thousandths off of the front row. So Roebuck and Christopher with nearly a 10th over the rest of the field. Strong run by those 2 cars. Well, Asherbrenner taking some extra practice laps. 31 car, 11th quick overall. Scott Elson on pit road, he's 17th quick. Blake Giglio jumps to the top of the board in his 16 car. Gotta take a hydrate. Blake to the top of the charts in the 16. Beating Blake Roebuck by just 3 thousandths of a second. Which is a narrow margin. Cliff Mullins sitting at the end of pit road, won't get time in. Cody Cleaver attempted to qualify, did not get his laps to count. Jonathan Ledger also went out, but did not get a lap to count. 22 cars put an official time in. 10 cars did not. 32 cars registered for this race. Comes Asherbrenner down pit road. J Munch with the 8th month. So thanks so much, J Munch. Appreciate you, my man. Appreciate you keeping us going around here. Here's Blake. Blake quick on the draw tonight to get out there on track. Get some guys out there. Missing most of our top 5. If we get the guys to fill in, we could go ahead and run through our lineup. It goes quick here at Charlotte, so I may have to skip them. Especially with 32 cars. Alright, we'll get it started, and if they're not there, they're not there. Blake Giglio, starting on pole in the 16. Outside front row will be Blake Roebuck in the 30 App State car. Mike Chris starts 3rd, CTC Racing 4th. Lucas Hoysma 4th in the Labor 12 Pontiac. Garrett Boyds rolls off 5th. In the 1.8 Electric Chevrolet, Dave Hoysma Honeycuts. Great haircuts for men. 79 Buick. Great starting spot for Dave. Eaton in the ORT Chevy starts in 7th. Davison's 54 Powell Peralta Kia Stinger rolls off in the 8th spot. Ethan Evers Elite Performance Industry Chevrolet starts in 9th. Mike Edwards Fort Worth Screen Esports Ford starts 10th. EJ Johnson's Honeybee Racing Toyota 11th. Will Ashebrander Farmers Insurance Chevy starts 12th. Castro Neves starts in 13th in the 06 Auto Nation Honda. Ian Montrose in the SpaceX Chevy starts 14th. Cody Brown AC Delco Chevy 15th. Dalton Hayes rolls off 16th. Scott Elston rolls off 17th in the Traxxas Chevy. Andrew Hayes, the Skoll Chevy, starts in 18th. Margison's Lordco Ford starts in 19th. All Kyer in the Navy Dodge starts 20th. Crozier Death Wish Coffee Dodge rolls off 21st. Palmer in the Punisher Border Patrol Chevrolet rolls off 22nd. Travis Martin, the Ghost Man, rolls off at his...
for Quinn, a computer crashed right before the race.
Travis Martin in the YouTube Tesla rolls off 23rd. Nick Hammer's Captain G. Ramos National Fallen Firefighter Foundation Chevrolet rolls off in 24th.
You said that.
Jonathan Ledger's Mopar Dodge starts 25th. Cliff Mullins Spit and Venom Pontiac starts 26th. Cody Cleaver, another Mopar Dodge, rolls off in the 27th spot. JR Deal Brothers Speed Shop Toyota starts in 9th. Quinn Newton rolls off in the 29th spot. Corey Lavallo in the 01 starts in 30th. Jake Lawrence rolls off 31st. And David Kelly, the other ORT Chevrolet, rolls off 32nd.
Are we doing those or no?
Nope.
No.
Just be careful. I haven't done any laps here. Guys behind me.
Nick Cameron, the 11, warning the car starting behind him. Did not get any practice in. Hammer starting 24th, so there's 8 cars lined up behind him. As we said earlier, 100 laps, 4 sets of tires, 50% fuel, 1 fast repair. So we get set for racing from Charlotte, capital of the stock car racing. iRacing sedan dives off pit road, and here we go. Field being led by Giglio in the 16 and Roebuck in the 30. A couple of Blakes on the front row. Green flag's out, and we are underway. Giglio out front, Roebuck to second. Mike Chris has Lucas Hoysma to his outside. Mike will take third. Hoysma trying to battle back on the top side out of 2. Not going to get there. Tucks right in behind the 70. So far, so good for the field, making it through. Some side-by-side racing, a lot going on, but so far, so good. Dalton Hayes, the Coke Camaro there.
Sorry, JR.
Cody Brown. Trot back through the field, see how everything's going. Looks like Nick Hammer's actually picked up 2 spots. May not have needed that practice after all. For Lavallo, JR Deal, David Kelly, Jonathan Ledger. Seems everyone's doing pretty good. Jump back up front here with Lucas Hoysma. Battling with Mike Chris, Blake Roebuck, and Blake Giglio. Top 4 have separated themselves from the field. Roebuck peeking to the high side there. See those four running the bottoms of the rest of the field.
Yes.
Tries to catch up. Mike Chris, the inside of Blake Roebuck. Christopher drifts up the track a little bit. They're going to get really close. Mike Chris is going to have to lift to stay off of Roebuck. Roebuck going to keep the momentum up on that top side, be able to slap back down in front of Mike Christopher as Lucas Hoisman all the way to the grass to try to get under Mike Christopher. Hoisman gets that move made, moves up to the third spot.
Maybe I'll just hang out back here. Sorry, guys.
Lucas Hoisman really sent it in there. Through 3 and 4, the center of the corner, he had a really strong run there. Looks like he had to lift to make corner exit though, and Mike Chris sucked right back up to the back bumper. Blake and Blake out front. And Lucas and Mike Chris. 5th spot. It's Lucas's dad. Dave Hoisman riding there in his Buick. It's Lucas looks for second on the inside of Blake Roebuck. Wheel to wheel coming out of turn 4. Lucas is able to keep position, keep the fender alongside, take the short way through 1 and 2. Roebuck really keeping that momentum up on the high line. It's going to actually get back out in front of Lucas. It's twice we've seen Roebuck be very strong on the top side through 1 and 2. Fantastic 4-car battle for the race lead here. Roebuck now to the outside of Giglio. Roebuck seeing how he can hold off Hoytsma on the top of 1 and 2. Now trying to take the lead up there. Just going to get a run down this backstretch, see if he cuts to the inside. He looks. Giglio goes down to cut him off. Roebuck regrouping a little bit. About the top 10 single filed out now. Roebuck trying the top line through 3 and 4. Hoytsma looking underneath. Couple Chevrolets, a Pontiac and a Ford lead in this one. And then a Buick in 5th. Gotta love it. ARCA series with all kinds of makes and manufacturers out there. You don't see a Yugo. No, not this race. You're the last one to run a Yugo in Sidewinder. Hoytsma all over the back of Blake Roebuck here. I want to look through the field, but this action just, they stay bumper to bumper. It's hard to get away. Looks like Ethan Evers moved up to the P5, got around Dave Hoytsma. Dave now in the 6th spot. Ethan's actually running down our front pack as well. Here's Ethan closing in the 8. RaceEPI.com Chevrolet. Riding in the 5th spot. You got Dave Hoytsma in the Buick in 6th. Garrett Boyd 7th. Dalton Hayes Coke Camaro currently in the 8th spot. Dustin Eaton 9th. Mike Edwards in 10th. Cody Brown is 11th. Castro Neves in the Honda up to 12th. Billy Davidson's Kia 13th. Ian Montrose. SpaceX Chevy 14th. Scott Elston 15th. Oh, as netcode turns the 85 of Elston. Huge netcode. I think they just said Bandio disappeared. That'd be the 43 car. Jason Palmer, 21st. Jake Lawrence, 22nd. Ashton Branner, 23rd. Elston still looks like he's riding the wall. Elston all the way back to 25th. Jonathan Ledger, 26th. Corey Lavallo, 27th. David Kelly, 28th. Got some cars falling out. Things getting a little crazy on our scoreboard. Here's JR Deal. Back up front. Still Blake, Lucas, and Mike. Lucas is falling back a little bit, but Roebuck right on the back of Giglio. As you see, Ethan Evers still moving his way in, trying to join this front four. Big field tonight, 32 cars, very cool to see. Everybody here having fun on a Monday night. Keep an eye on this lead battle. Roebuck not letting Giglio breathe at all. Right on the back bumper of this 16. $15 laps in of 100. Have to wonder when those 50% fuel tanks might start getting a little dry. Roebuck looks to the high side again on Giglio. He's got a very strong run. Might have the bumper there. It's going to be tight. Giglio's not going to be able to get his arc. Blake Giglio sends it in pretty deep. It's going to give Roebuck a run off the corner. Here he comes. Roebuck to the inside with a little bit of push from the 97. Blake Giglio sends it in hard on the top. Roebuck trying to make up ground on the inside. You see Lucas Huysma searching around in the 97. Just that little bit of momentum loss pulled Lucas Huysma right back into this battle. Now Lucas running the top through 1 and 2. Try to get to the outside of Roebuck, but gets into the wall. Lucas Huysma in the 97. Red Labor 12 Pontiac just smacked the outside wall in turn 2.
No problem.
Mike Chris closed in a little bit as Huysman brushed the wall. Didn't seem to have hurt the car too bad. Ethan Evers still working his way back up towards those top 4. Roebuck still looking for the lead, and Giglio, so they get together and Giglio goes around. Saves it, but Giglio's going to fall. What a ride for Giglio. Let's run back and see if that was just Giglio getting loose or if there's any contact here. See Blake and Blake down there in 1 and 2. Giglio in the 16 out front, Roebuck in the 30 behind. You see a little bit of fire out of the pipe of the 16 as he lets off. What's up, Bill? Let's see if there's any contact here. It's really close. Really close between the two, but Giglio able to save it. Right now Blake rides in 7th, Dalton Hayes in 6th, Garrett Boyd 5th, Ethan Evers 4th, Mike Chris 3rd, Lucas Huysman 2nd, and new leader Blake Roebuck. Only people named Blake have led this race. Couple of CTC teammates, 2nd and 3rd. Just saw their teammate get turned around coming out of 2. Michael Christopher, Lucas Huysman.
I said I hit you, but I didn't feel anything.
And Chris much lower through turns 1 and 2 is going to get to the inside of Lucas Huysman, heading down to 3. Who knows, Cookie? Could be the wrong thing to ask. Next thing you know, there's 20 of them. We tend not to think about it too much. But we have made it the first 20. Yeah, let's not think about Wednesday. I'm glad I don't broadcast that series. That was bad. Roebuck now 1.2 seconds over second. Mike Chris just 2/10 over Lucas Huisma.
You can take it in one.
Huisma closes right back in on the back bumper. Mike Chris, but does not go inside of it. It's Dalton Hayes allowing Blake Giglio to go by. So Giglio back up to 6th.
I burnt my stuff up so bad.
Show me the way, Dad.
Oh, that's not the line right there.
Nope, that is not the line right there.
Dalton Hayes and Blake Giglio
Yeah,
having a little
Lucas
fun.
wrecked me, so.
Did he say Lucas wrecked him? So confused. He's on the apron. Scott Elston in the 85 coming out of pit road. He's now shown 2 laps down. Down in the 29th place. I would show you the ticker that goes past 20, but it keeps getting all kinds of crazy. So Blake Roebuck out front now by over 2 seconds. Mike Christopher second. Lucas Huisma in third. Quarter of the way through our 100-lap race here at Charlotte. Garrett Boyd in 4th has joined the battle. Garrett just keeps surprising me the last couple weeks. Garrett known for his short track prowess. And here he is at 1.5 miles, getting up into the top 3. Ethan Evers in the 8's caught up to this group as well. Huisma gets in the back of Mike Christopher. Christopher saves it. Huisma gets up into the wall. Ethan Evers in the 8. I'm going to drive it in there and see what he can pick up after that. What a save. Nearly a disaster there. As such, it allows everyone to catch up to him. Now they lost another 2 seconds to the race leader. Oh yes, we would definitely blame you for that cookie. Because we almost had one there. Huisma gets around the 70 of Mike Christopher finally. Christopher seems to have burned his stuff up and everyone's trying to struggle to get around him. Christopher making that car pretty wide. Now Garrett Boyd gets to his inside. Blake Giglio right up on the back of Boyd. Boyd clears Mike Chris.
Petty.
Someone coming to pit road. Dalton Hayes has joined this group. Mike Chris has burned his stuff up. Here he comes to pit road. As I suspected, that car has had enough. Here comes Dave Huisma with them in the Buick. And Dustin Eaton coming to pit road at lap 29. Green flag stops underway from Charlotte. Towards the front, Garrett Boyd going the outside around Lucas Huisma. You don't see that every day. Lucas Huisma getting passed on the outside. Garrett Boyd up to the 2nd spot, now nearly 5 seconds behind Blake Roebuck. Fall back, see who's taking to pit road here. Looks like Lucas has decided to come in.
Just so y'all know.
Lucas coming down on lap 30, brought Ethan Evers with him. I know it says our leader's in pit road, he's just that far ahead that it won't show him. He's not in pit road at the moment. Trying to jump back to him, there we go. Blake stays out another lap. See, he's caught the 43 of Chris Allkire. That would put Allkire a lap down. Actually, Allkire already 15 laps down. So Allkire may have fresher stuff. May be able to stay ahead of him. We'll see.
One pitting next time around.
Allkire all the way down to the inside on the backstretch. See if Blake comes down this time. Lap 31 of 100. Stays out again. Maybe he's trying to make it to 33. Make this a two-stopper. We'll see. Gets to the outside of Alkire. Looks like Blake Giglio has come to pit road. Billy Davidson's coming down as well.
30 pitting this time, 30 pitting.
Ian
4 car
Montrose.
pitting.
Right, so Blake's going to come down
Pitting
on
this time.
the end of 32, start of 33 for his
31
stop.
pitting, 31 pitting.
Going to give up that nice lead he had. See if Edwards comes
25
down.
pitting.
Sure does. Martin coming down. Mullins, fourth place car,
Pitting.
and Cody Cleaver in the 4.
01 pitting.
Nick Hammer coming down. It's like bringing Asherbrenner. See the Skull car, the 25 Palmer. So just about have everyone on pit road as Lavallo hits the box as well. So yeah, that is everyone except EJ Johnson.
91 pitting.
EJ made the extra lap. If you divide this race up 33.66, he would be at 99/100 at the end of the race. So this could be huge that EJ Johnson able to go all the way to 33 if we stay green. Could be a huge deal. EJ hits the pit road. Race leader, 91. Oh yeah, the Skull car is badass, Hellraiser. Very badass. So we'll watch our leader hit the box. Then, Lucas Heusman, the 97, will take over the race lead. Heusman out front. Mike Chris 2 seconds back in second. Ethan Evers rides in third. Blake Roebuck in the 30 is fourth. Dave Hoytsman in the top 5. 79 car is fifth. Got Blake Giglio right behind him. And Garrett Boyd 6th and 7th. Dalton Hayes at the end of that group 2 in the 47. That's 8th. So that crew all trained together. And the yellow has come out. See if we can track down why our yellow flag has flown. Who's that in the grass? Looks like Jake Lawrence, the 68. Fortunately, we were just not in the right area. Not going to be able to see anything that happened there. Jake Lawrence going around in the 68. Saw the tail end of it where he was spun out in the grass. Now we'll see who comes for fuel, who stays out for track position. Fairly certain anyone that pits here can make it on just 2 stops. See if the 97 comes for that splash of fuel or not.
Check up in 4.
Heusman stays out. Now he's heading down. Heusman does hit pit road, as does second and third. Roebuck stays out. Heusman, Blake Giglio, Garrett Boyd, Dalton Hayes all stay out. Looks like Cliff Mullins may have hit pit road. So split strategies towards the front of this field. Top 3 come down.
That was 100% my fault, man. My cat ran up under me. Okay.
Sounds like Dustin Eaton's cat caused that caution. So Lucas does take the fuel. He may have exited a closed pit as the field was still coming by.
It didn't hurt your butt, in case you was wondering. Still looks as good as ever, bud.
I can't see the exit lights. Let's go on board with Lucas and see if we see him. That's always something worth checking. Alright, you see the blinking red lights on the left. They turned green right there, so they're good to exit. Not by much, just barely. Good job there. Exiting the pit lane when the light was green. Always something to worry about on bigger fields. If you come down from the front for gas only, you might exit a closed pit and get a penalty. 32 cars in this field. Blake Roebuck now your race leader. Dave Hoytsma second. Garrett Boyd third. Blake Giglio has chosen to come down pit road on the second time around. Bit curious. Looks like Cody Brown may have done so as well. A couple of top 10 cars pitting the second time around. Tires going on the 17. See if maybe Blake's taking them as well. It's like fuel only for the 16. All kinds of strategy being played. 62 laps to go. Looks like the 28 is going to get a waiver out. Jonathan Ledger between the pace car and our race leader. Mopar Dodge should be getting the wave around with 1 to go. Bit of connection blips there for the 28. Never a good sign, but at least he'll get the wave around and not be in front of the race leader. So Blake Roebuck assuming the race lead. App State Impala. Dave Hoytsma's Honeycutt's Buick. Garrett Boyd 1.8 electric Chevrolet. Dalton Hayes Coke Camaro.
Bottom.
Dustin Eaton ORT Chevrolet. Mike Edwards GFEA Fort Worth Screen Printing Ford.
68 car, go by, buddy.
Out there in a 6th spot. A lot of niceness so far in this race. A lot of I'm sorry, it's my fault. People being very chill. You love to see it. Field getting set for the restart as they enter turn number 3 behind the pace car. Coming to lap 40 when we get the green. You know, a fuel run is approximately 30 to 33 laps. That's when most of these guys peeled off. Pace car dives on in. 30 of Roebuck race leaders chosen the inside lane. We are underway again from Charlotte. Very slow start on the outside lane. Dave Hoytsman's going to lose position to Garrett Boyd and possibly Dalton Hayes. Hoytsman falls back to the 4 spot. Mike Edwards looking to his inside, trying to get the 4 spot away. Dalton Hayes gets underneath Garrett Boyd for 2nd. Boyd up the track a bit. It's going to allow Edwards and Hayes through.
On me.
See EJ Johnson falling down the grid. See if we can get on board with him. Honeybee Racing Toyota is around.
Sorry for the brake check, Travis.
See if we can pick up what happened to EJ there. JR Deal. Oh, JR gets into the wall. EJ might have pinched him anyway. I don't know if he would have missed him. Let's see. Slow this one down a bit. EJ in the 91, JR in the 9. Coming off of turn number 4. JR gets up and into the wall. EJ, I think it's going to clip him anyway. And JR smacks the wall pretty hard. EJ riding backwards. JR's right front. You get put in the wall, you hit the wall, and then EJ hits you. You hit the wall without EJ's help. You can take a look one more time. You hit that wall without his help. Might have seen him coming up a little bit and tried to adjust, but yep, you go into the wall first, and then EJ gets into you. Yeah, I've done that at Bristol. I know what you mean. Trying to avoid someone on your inside, just smack the wall. Unfortunate for JR. And EJ. EJ was having a decent run. Puts us under our second caution, lap 42. Lucas Oisma back up to the 9th spot after coming down pit road for fuel. Mike Christopher trying to make his way back up. He's 12th.
Lucky dog outside.
Travis Martin currently in the 8th spot. His Tesla. Ethan Evers came down for fuel as well. He's 11th. I believe that's Jason Palmer in 25, getting a lap back here. Round goes Palmer out to get back on the lead lap, 24 spot. They'll leave 2 cars 1 lap down. Corey Lavallo in the 01. And Nick Hammer on pit road with front end damage. Didn't see him get a piece of that, but clearly got a piece of something. Oh no. Okay. And that's what happened to the 11. Your guess is as good as mine there. 2 laps down, Castro Neves in the 06. And JR Deal, who's stuck doing repairs / maybe giving up on the race. Holkire 14 laps down, 29th. Then out of the race, Quinn Newton, Scott Elson, Adam Crozier have all retired. Light's still on our pace car. Let's see if we can grab a race leader and have a chat. Blake, DG, got a copy? Hello.
Hey.
There you are. Well, you're out front, and looks like you're getting some cautions to help make your fuel last a little bit longer. Do you think you can go to the end with just one more stop, or what are you thinking?
Yeah, we're hoping so. Like you said, these cautions are definitely helping save fuel. I definitely am faster than most of these guys. I feel bad for getting in the back of Blake. I don't know if it was netcode or what, but he started faded back, and I was catching him hard and was passing him on the outside there, and I don't know what happened. It felt like netcode, but who knows? But hopefully you get back up here and race for it, because I was having fun racing with them.
I'm sure they won't mind getting back up there with you. The few guys that came down pit road for extra fuel, they are, what, 9th, 11th, and let's see, Christopher's 12th, Giglio's 14th. So they're trying to get back up to you. There's a lot of cars in the field tonight, though, so it's taking them a bit of time.
Yeah, hopefully they get stuck back there a little bit, though. Wouldn't mind that.
Oh, it sounded like you wanted to race them. Let them go get on up there.
It'll be nice to have it easy, too.
10-4. All right, bud, good luck.
Alrighty, y'all have fun.
28 car, go ahead.
That is a 30 of Blake Roebuck leading the race.
He can't hear you.
Get in there and have a little chat with him as he rolls through
28 car, yeah.
1 and 2.
So he legitimately cannot hear you. I got you. Thanks for telling me.
Field works their way down the backstretch. Blake Roebuck, Dalton Hayes, your front row. Pace car is off. We're set to get back racing. Coming to start lap 46. Quickly approaching halfway in this one. Roebuck gets us restarted. Dalton Hayes and the rest of the field trying to react to that quick jump he got. Mike Edwards may challenge for second here as he takes a short way around the bottom. Gets the inside of Dalton Hayes. Mike Edwards going to take away second spot. Hayes now left to contend with the 38 of Garrett Boyd. Boyd keeping that 47 to the high line. Cody Cleaver in the 4 trying to make it a freight train down low. Garrett Boyd slats in right behind Dalton Hayes. Not a whole lot of room separating them there. He didn't have the Roebuck Hayes front row restart. Dustin Eaton back there in a battle. Jump back, watch these guys. Got the 1, the 3, and the 97. All grouped up. Lucas Hoisman back into the top 10. Trying to run down his dad. His dad up there in 7th. Side by side, this group continues up ahead. Travis Martin trying to go the long way around Garrett Boyd. Martin going to get it done in his test lodge. Front end Tesla, back end Dodge. Team didn't have enough parts to make one car, so they just kind of took parts from 2 different cars, put it together to make a test lodge. That is the story behind that front end Tesla, back end Dodge. Running good though, up in the 5th spot. There's something to this test lodge magic. Cody Cleaver up to the 4th spot in the 4. Just trying to track down Dalton Hayes. Mike Edwards, meanwhile, running down race leader. Blake Roebuck. Edwards is there. Does he have enough to get around? Kicking off lap 50. Hayes peeking to the inside of Edwards. Not able to get alongside, and that will bring us to halfway. No points in this series for halfway. But good to know you're there. Over the hump, heading down the hill now. There's several cars all spread out there. Ethan Evers, as I say that, Mike Chris making a move on Daddy Hoitzman, Dave Hoitzman. Call him Daddy Dave in the garage area. Now his son Lucas is going to get by. Move Lucas up to the 8th spot. Slide Dave back to 9th. Blake Giglio closing in. 16 cars trying to get up to the 9th spot. Giglio now to the inside of Dave Hoisman. Push that Buick up out of the groove. That'll move Giglio to 9th. Slide Dave up to the wall. Might even lose 10th here. So Evers closes in the 8. And that'll put Ethan Evers into the top 10. Cody Cleaver, Mike Edwards battle. That's for the 3rd spot. Cleaver trying to go the long way around on the outside. Edwards really used up his tires to start this run. Was on the outside of the 30 trying to get the race lead. Now he's falling back to the 4th spot. Travis Martin there in his 63. Martin always the contender at Charlotte. Very good at this racetrack. Cleaver still battling for it. 3rd place with Mike Edwards. Cleaver gets up out of the groove a little bit, had to lift off. That's going to let Travis Martin by for 4th, Mike Chris by for 5th. Here comes Garrett Boyd. He's going to take 6th spot away, and Cleaver's going to fall all the way to 7th after that little bit of an altercation. Looks like it was Dustin Eaton side by side back there, saw an orange car. Easy to pick him out. Up ahead you see Margerson and Montrose. Margerson way up high. Still a very intense battle up here in the top 5. Roebuck has about 3/10 seconds of breathing room, and then you have Hayes, Edwards, Christopher, Martin, Boyd, all stacked up 2nd through 6th. Mike Christopher, Mike Edwards, 70 in the 14. Mike Chris goes to the top, try to keep the momentum up. Not able to stay alongside Edwards as he come off the corner. Edwards moves up to protect his line. Travis Martin now going to try to get a run on Mike Christopher. Staying right in the tire tracks of that CTC Ford. Chris peeking to the outside, and then Dalton Hayes gets up out of the groove, allows Mike Edwards to his inside. Mikey going to drive it down low through 1 and 2. Not going to have them cleared by the time they come off the corner. That's going to help Dalton Hayes. Mike Chris looking to make it 3 wide as they head towards 3 and 4. Thought better of it. Now Travis Martin looking to make it 3 wide as they come out of the dog leg. Out of 4 into the dog leg. Garrett Boyd looking to keep his momentum up. He went to the top side. He might go the long way around Travis Martin by the time it's all said and done. Garrett Boyd up to 5th. Travis Martin slides down to 6th. Yeah, Cody Cleaver in the floor. Blake Giglio making his way back to the front, up to the 8th spot. Lucas Hoisma is in 9th. Ethan Evers came down for that extra fuel. He's 10th. Dave Hoisma 11th. Cliff Mullins is 12th. Cody Brown 13th. Zach Margison 14th. Ian Montrose 15th. Billy Davison 16th. Dustin Eaton falling back as the 73 of Andrew Hayes gets by for 17th. Ethan Eaton is 18th. Kelly 19th, Jake Lawrence for top 20. Blake Roebuck enjoying a 1.2 second lead over Mike Edwards in 2nd place. This 3-car battle 5-car battle really for 2nd continues. Edwards, Hayes, Christopher, Boyd, Martin. Side by side, lap after lap. Hayes, red 47 on the top. Mike Chris, gray, red, and black 70 on the bottom.
Where are you getting in?
That was the 3 of Dustin Eaton coming to pit road. Seems a bit early, but I believe he may have brushed the wall. He's bringing his teammate, the 13 of David Kelly, with him. Dustin Eaton, David Kelly peel off the track, hit pit road. 63 is a bit early. They'd have to go 37 laps to the end. Really start expecting him around 66, 67, 68, depending on when they took their fuel. Mike Chris up off the groove. Pushing Mike Edwards up the hill a little bit. These cars all getting stacked up now, so no one can settle this side-by-side battle. Now Blake Giglio has joined the fight. See the black 16 towards the back end. That looks like the 4 of Cody Cleaver has reeled him back in. Edwards holds on to second for now, with these guys losing ground to the leader. Now 2.6 seconds up to Blake Roebuck. Here comes Lucas Huisma closing out on this big second place pack. As you see just ahead of them, the 3 of Dustin Eaton back out on track. Now 2 laps down for his machine. It's just really good racing in this pack right now. Travis Martin around the high side to get the 4th. Martin making that top groove work, trying to bring the 16 along with him.
79 leading.
It's Dave Huisman coming from 11th spot. Right on that borderline for being able to make it. I would have expected him maybe 1 lap later. But here he comes. Dave Huisman on pit road. Now I suspect we'll see quite a few cars. Maybe not Blake Roebuck because he has a 3-second lead. But any number of this group could come down. Could be why they're mostly single file now. Nobody peels off this time by. Dalton Hayes does, 47. Peels out of that group, hits pit road. We saw the 91 make it 33 laps. Here he comes. Try and make 33 laps. Be the first one on those fresh tires. Try to get an advantage. Blake Roebuck, speaking of advantages, 3 seconds out in front of this group. Now that the 47 has hit pit road, we'll see how long before some of these guys come down and try that short pit strategy. Looks like Garrett Boyd's going to go for it, the 38. I believe that's Ethan Evers behind him coming down, the 8 car. A couple of top 10 machines hitting pit road. Blake Roebuck still well out in front. Here comes the second on back.
Blake. I'm pitting.
4 car pitting.
So this could be a couple more of this group here. We'll see who all comes down. Martin in the 63, the 4 of Cody Cleaver. Out of that pack, hit pit road. Interesting to see where they blend in with the guys that have already completed their stop, like Hayes, Boyd, and Evers. Blake stays on track, 30 to go. Mike Edwards second, Mike Chris third, Blake Giglio 4th. Then a second back from them, Lucas Huisma in the 5th spot. Edwards coming down this time. 14 car cuts it down off the track. Gives second to Mike Chris, third to Blake Giglio. Lucas Huisma moves up to 4th as Mike Edwards takes a slow crawl down pit road. With the first car we knew to hit pit road, Dalton Hayes. There he is. Right ahead of Garrett Boyd. That got close. Those cars have the fresh tires trying to make their way through this mess. And what a mess it is. Blake Roebuck in the 30 has come to pit road. That is race leader. With 30 to go. Mike Chris, Blake Giglio stay on track. As does Hoytsman the 97.
79 needs to come down.
Ashenbrenner up the 4th. EJ Johnson 5th.
Thank you.
And then stay focused on the cars that have completed their pit stop. Travis Martin already done with his.
9130.
Martin
I
with
got-
a 14-second stop.
I got a pit. I got a pit.
I believe that was Lucas Hoytsman on pit road there. Mike Chris, Blake Giglio is still out on track. Travis Martin up to the 11th spot for making his stop. There is race leader Mike Christopher and his teammate Blake Giglio. These two had a little bit of drama early on.
3150.
Here comes the 70 and 16. Is Blake going to get slowed down?
Pitting.
Very late decision for the 16. He's going to slide and hit the cone. Gets it around Christopher. We'll see if Giglio picks up the penalty here or not. That was quite the send for pit entry for the youngster in the 16.
One, I'm going to stay high here. No 1 and 2.
That was one heck of a send. And now race leader, 28, Jonathan Ledger. Mopar Dodge. Mikey's grandma, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Jonathan Ledger in the 28. Leads at Charlotte, cuts across the track to get to pit road.
Nice call out, 28.
28's deaf.
He's deaf.
Like literally, yeah.
Jason Palmer takes over the race lead.
There you yes, the type.
Travis Martin third. Martin already pitted. Palmer still has to pit, we believe. See Castro Neves in the pink 06 machine. Cliff Mullins to his inside. 26 to go. Palmer stays out another lap. Has a 16.8 second advantage over Travis Martin. Martin has already pitted, as has Cleaver.
Sorry, 30. I was trying to say hi, bud.
There's Roebuck in the 30, currently
Oh, good.
4th. Roebuck 1.8 seconds and closing on Cody Cleaver. So keeping an eye on that group. Palmer not in pit road like it says. Neither is Martin. It's just being weird. Palmer stays out another lap. Maybe Palmer trying to catch some of the field a lap down, but the longer he stays out, the less likely any of that's going to
25 pit
happen.
this time, going into 3.
There you go. Palmer coming to pit road this time, he says. Looking at Blake Giglio's pits time, he did pick up that 40-second hold for speeding into pit lane, excessive speeding. So he picked up... Oh my gosh, our leader, Palmer, crashes on the pit road. Probably be a penalty as well. Saw a similar incident with Blake Giglio entering pit road. Palmer slows down, hits his box as Travis Martin takes the race lead. We'll keep tabs on the 25's pit stop, see if he did pick up a penalty. It's not a good way to slow down. Palmer heads back out on to the racetrack, so he did not pick up a penalty. I guess hitting that wall slowed him down enough. That's crazy. I mean, I guess if you got a fast repair, it'll work. He's about to go a lap down as Travis Martin heads by in the test lodge. And the test lodge leads laps at Charlotte. A car that they didn't have enough parts to make a Tesla or a Dodge. So they made both. Front end Tesla, back end Dodge. Got some sponsorship from YouTube there. This car was painted by one of our kids from the kids race we ran earlier in April. Martin out front with 21 to go. Cody Cleaver second. Blake Roebuck now within a second. Sits in third behind the blinking 28 car. Mike Edwards is in the fourth spot. Dalton Hayes, Ethan Evers battle for fifth. Garrett Boyd just behind. Part of that battle also. Evers gets to the low side. See Lucas Heusman still trying to rebound from taking that fuel on that one pit stop. He's currently in 8th. Evers clears Dalton Hayes. Now Garrett Boyd trying to follow through in the 38 car. Boyd does clear Hayes. Boyd moves up to 6th. Hayes drops back to 7th. I think your test lodge might do well here. And Chavy Chav
know that he's blinking bad.
does love this track.
The leader. It's not the way it's supposed to be here.
.28. Jonathan Ledger up there battling in the lead pack, but 1 lap down. Last car, or first car 1 lap down. Trying to be the last car in lead lap. .28 blinking heavily. Cleaver and Roebuck getting frustrated with him.
To do this 8 step.
Stop him.
Like, we're battling for the lead, and he's, like, flying through the air all over the place.
Battle for second between Roebuck and Cleaver as they are saddled behind that 28 car. Can't seem to get him out of the lead battle. Bodes well for the Ghost Man. Travis Martin out front. Roebuck completes the pass for second, slides Cleaver back to third. Roebuck now half second behind Martin. There's the Ghost Man in the 63. 28. Jonathan Ledger gets to his inside. Gotta be making Travis Martin nervous with that 28 car there. Here comes Roebuck closing in on the 63 of Martin. That is for the lead. I don't think it's going to be an issue if fuel tires are going to bite the Ghost Man as Roebuck has caught him. And Roebuck has passed him. Blake Roebuck to the lead. Now Roebuck will have to contend with the 28. See if Travis Martin's maybe saving anything, or if he hoped he would get far enough out in front that nobody could catch him. But Blake Roebuck, Travis Martin, Cody Cleaver, your top 3. Mike Edwards, Lucas Heusman, Ethan Evers, Garrett Boyd, Dalton Hayes, Dave Heusman, and Cody Brown, your top 10. 14 to go from Charlotte. Now 13 to go. I thought Cleaver might actually start making a little bit of ground up, but he is not doing that. The 06 of Castro Neves not for position, but on the inside of Travis Martin in that Honda. Blake Roebuck out front. .28 is actually pulled away from him, so Roebuck not having to deal with him.
EJ.
Let's take a little ride through. Roebuck out front, or 0.6 of a second over Travis Martin. Another 0.6 back to Cody Cleaver. 0.8 back to Mike Edwards. 2.3 seconds back to Lucas Heusman, and now in the 5th spot. Garrett Boyd rides in 6th. 1.9 back of Heusman, though. He's got Evers Oh no is not what you want to
Trying to
hear.
get out of your way, Mike.
Yeah, my bad. I thought I was trying to go low. I didn't know. I thought you'd say hi. My fault.
Right, more teammates.
79 and 70. Having a moment. Dave's trying to get down out of the way of the 70.
Take low, Zach.
Not work out well. Everyone had a little panic and then moved on with their life. So Ethan Evers
Oh, Jesus.
rides 7th, Dalton Hayes 8th, Cody Brown 9th, Mike Chris 10th. Closing in on Cody Brown. That is for the 9th spot between these two.
I was trying not to hold y'all up. I'm like 14 laps down.
Mike Chris down low. Cody Brown to the top. Cody trying to keep that momentum. See if he's able to carry it down the backstretch. Mike Chris with a bit of a side draft trying to slow him down, but to no avail. Cody Brown using that top line through 1 and 2 to really hang on there. Got a little too high at 3 and 4 though. That's going to be Mike Chris's position. Mike Chris moves up to 9th. Cody Brown last spot in the top 10. Drift a little further back. We saw Dave finish Cliff Mullins 12th. Billy Davison 13th. Ian Montrose 14th. Jake Lawrence 15th. EJ Johnson 16th. Will Asherbrenner 17th. Margison 18th. Andrew Hayes 19th. Jonathan Ledger 20th. Last car on the lead lap. We have Jason Palmer 21st.
Sorry,
Blake
who's
Giglio
ever on my inside?
22nd. 2 laps down. Or 1 lap down, sorry. Dustin Eaton 2 laps down. And the number 3 Chevrolet. Corey Lavallo also 2 laps down. David Kelly 2 laps down, 25th. Cassia Neves on pit road 3 laps down. Alkire 27th, 14 laps down. Then out of the race, Nick Hammer, JRDL, Quinn Newton, Scott Elston, and Adam Crozier round out the field. Blake Roebuck back around the 28 of Jonathan Ledger, putting him back a lap down. Leaves us 19 cars on the lead lap. Travis Martin 1.3 seconds back. Cody Cleaver 1.5 from Martin. And Cleaver has the 14 of Edwards. Within 0.3. Edwards slowly making ground on Cleaver, but only 6 to go. He's going to have to do a lot more than that. Lucas Weissman rides in 5th. It's Garrett Boyd in 6th.
Hello.
Ethan Evers currently 7th. Dalton Hayes.
Thank you, sir. That was from there.
Mike Chris, Cody Brown.
Oh yeah, you got fresher tires.
That'll put Eaton 1 lap down instead of 2 as he's gotten by the leader. Roebuck probably wishing the 28 wasn't right on his back bumper. .28 right on that rear bumper of the 30 of Roebuck. Ledger not giving him any breathing room, even though it's not for position. Ledger 18th, first car a lap down. Man, that's way too close for comfort if you're the leader. It's not a good feeling. What is a good feeling, though, is knowing that car is between you and 2nd place. Travis Martin, 1.2 seconds back. Trying to get the test lodge to victory lane, but solid 2nd at the moment. Cleaver and Edwards about the same. Edwards has chipped away a little bit, but not enough for where we are standing with 3 to go. I also saw that red Pontiac making its presence known as Lucas Weitzman. There he is, 5th spot. You're right about that, J-Much. Uh-oh. Yep, that's why I said uh-oh. Lucas Hoytsma has gone around in the 97.
Well,
Looks like off the 13.
Yeah.
13 uses those fresh tires, gets into the back of Lucas Hoisma. Hoisma was running 5th at the time. Destroys that left front of that Pontiac. 13 car was 2 laps down. Hate to see that for Lucas. He's trying to hang on to whatever spot he can here. Fortunately for Lucas, he does have the 2 wins. So he's going to advance. And we're going to a green, white, checkered finish. We were so close to getting the white flag. Here comes everybody. See if anyone rolls the dice, tries to stay out, but it would be a terrible, terrible tire idea. I mean, terrible. If you're listening to this, don't do that. It'll definitely bring out a yellow. It's like the entire lead lap has come to pit road, thank goodness. ARCA cars are so durable, his tire was hanging off. Roebuck wins the race off pit road, Martin 2nd, Edwards 3rd, Cleaver 4th, Dalton Hayes 5th, Garrett Boyd 6th, Ethan Evers gets out in 7th, Mike Chris 8th. Jonathan Ledger got the lucky dog, he's going to have to let all these cars back by. I believe Palmer and Giglio are going to take waves arounds here. That'll put them back on the lead lap. 25 and 16 on your screen there. Once they take their wave around, that'll put them... They're not going to take it. 25's coming to pit road. Giglio's going to take it. So that'll put Blake back on the lead lap. Eaton, Palmer, David Kelly, all are going to be 1 lap down. Corey Lavallo 2 laps down, Castro Neves 4, Alcaire 14. And then as we told you, 5 cars out of the race, 28th Nick Hammer, 29th JR Deal, 30th Quinn Newton, 31st Scott Elston, 32nd Adam Crozier. It's exactly the Gen 4 Cup car. It's my favorite. Love those cars. That's why our first series was the ARCA series. In season 6 of our ARCA series, how crazy is that? It was just so much fun in those cars. Like, well, it doesn't look like anything. Like, I don't care. The racing was good, you know? They can make the front end look close enough to a street car. Hey! Stop tearing up my chair. Freaking cat.
Bottom.
Race leader Roebuck chooses the inside. Travis Martin will be on the top side. Everyone's on fresh tires. Now it's about hot lapping for 2 laps. Will we get it in? Will we see another caution? We're about to find out. Pace car making their way out of turn number 2. Giglio takes his wave around.
Accidentally downshifted a bit. Not bad there.
Yeah, I mean, at least the COT was good in what it was supposed to do as far as the safety is concerned. But they've never gotten back the race car, you know what I mean? Like, it's never been back to the good racing. Part of that, though, is that NASCAR, like, overachieved a little bit in some areas. But we'll get back to the race here. Blake Roebuck going to get us restarted in the 30. There he goes. Gets away from Travis Martin. Across the start-finish line, top 3 already single file. Battle on behind them. Cody Cleaver, Dalton Hayes. Keep an eye up front. 2-lap sprint to the finish. If we get the white flag before the yellow flag, that is going to be the end. Otherwise, we'll re-rack it, do it again. We have 3 attempts with Blake Roebuck. Out front, Travis Martin has the 14 of Mike Edwards on his back to worry about. Edwards reeling him in, looking every which way. White flag in the air. We will end the race this lap. Martin gives it a good send there. Closes in on Roebuck, but he is far enough back. He is just not going to be able to challenge.
Come on, bro. What am I supposed to do there on like
A little drama in the back, but Blake Roebuck in the 30 is going to win in Charlotte.
Chose the wrong lane.
Travis Martin, P2.
If you
Mike
think
Edwards,
I'm
third.
gonna slam on the brakes behind somebody that's got a gas, come on.
Dalton Hayes, 4th. Garrett
On the
Boyd,
last lap.
Lucas Hoisman, Cliff Mullins, and a huge pileup behind him.
That's when Blake Grace, guys.
Wonder who ran out and where all the drama came from there.
Good round, guys.
See if we can find. Is that the 70? Mike Christopher?
Go in, Blake.
I think the Ford Cleaver might have ran out of fuel. And in doing so, Mike Christopher unable to avoid.
And it was next.
Mike Chris struggling at the end there. See if he can pick up on Blake Roebuck doing his burnouts. There we go. Have a day there, fella. Blake Roebuck, App State Chevrolet, picking up the victory. Martin, Edwards, Roebuck, your top 3. We can get top 3 to our waiting room, por favor. Watch Blake Roebuck burn it down. What a party.
You're blaming me for the dude's running out of gas. Like, what the hell's that my fault?
Everyone else avoided it. That's why it's your fault. Blake Roebuck, tonight's big winner. Let's go ahead and grab Mike Edwards in the 14. If we can find him out on track, drag him up in here, and then we'll just force Travis to join us. Here's Mikey. Probably back it up a few laps so we have plenty of footage. And get this party started.
Yeah, 10-4, I see it. It's all good, though.
Jump on to...
Just frustrating, you know?
Yeah. And here. And here we go. Mike Edwards, 14 card. Bring him up. Mikey, DG Gakari.
What's up?
Well, you brought it home on the podium. Tell me how you're able to rebound, get back up to the top 3 there at the end of the race.
Just consistency. Good pit stop. Nice fuel strategy there. Had wheel issues all night ever since, honestly, last week. So it's been a pain figuring that out. So it's kind of slow, but, you know, I'll take a podium.
10-4. Congrats on the top 3. You got any friends, family sponsors, shout outs you need to throw down?
Yeah, just everybody on Fort Worth Screen Esports. Great group of guys. Great team strategy. And you for doing the broadcast.
10-4. Congrats on your 3rd place finish and enjoy the rest of your week.
Thanks, bud.
Mike Edwards in the 14 car. Let's go ahead and bring in Travis Martin, number 63,
Hey.
driver of the Teslodge YouTube car. Travi Chad DG, how's it going, man?
Hey, dude, how's it going?
Going great. Well, you got the old Scrapyard Monster up to P2 tonight, and looked like you were contending for the win there, and just didn't quite have enough for that final spot. But hey, P2's nothing to be upset about. How'd it go tonight?
I can't complain, man. It was a really fun race. A lot of green flag laps, which is always really good for the tire strategy, trying to save those versus your other racers there. So, yeah, great race. Congrats to Blake on the win. He sure did control that thing. If we had had a few more laps, I think I may have had something for him. But he was just saying he was more of a long run card too. So who knows? But hats off to him, and great race to everybody.
Yes, sir. You got your friend, family, and sponsor shout-outs to throw out for me?
Oh, dude, I got to shout out 1023 Graphics for putting all this stuff, all these schemes I run together. I really appreciate it, brother. 1010ths Racing, love you guys. McConeySetupShop.com. Use that code GHOST for 10% off of your purchase at checkout. And of course, my brother, my friend, DG Swiss up in the booth, dude. Thanks as always for doing these broadcasts, dude. It's really fun to go back and watch them. So appreciate you. Love ya.
Yes, sir. And running that old Teslodge paint the kids designed for you is pretty cool. Love to see all those paints out there every once in a while. Appreciate you, my guy, and thanks so much for everything you do for us.
Love your face.
Travis Martin getting the P2 finish tonight. Congrats to him. And now we'll bring in race winner Blake Roebuck in the 30 App State Chevy. Blake, how you feeling, my man?
I feel a lot better now it's over.
Were you a little nervous there towards the end?
Not really. Just wasn't really wanting that last caution there. Wasn't really that great on the short run. That last caution that we had, I think it was Mike, kept it within a half a second of me. So, I mean, I was more of a long run car, but we got it done.
Yes, sir. Brought that car home in victory lane. You got any friends, family, sponsor shout-outs to throw out for us?
Absolutely. I just want to thank everybody that watches all my races. Appreciate all the support. My team over at Forward by Racing, everybody over there. It's a fun group to work with. We've won a couple of races now in a row, so it's pretty good momentum that we're running on. And then just my sponsors, App State, Funky Tulip, Taz Mraz, and Luke Combs.
Team 4, what's your prognosis going forward in the season? How you feeling about a run towards the championship?
Yeah, we're definitely going to make a run for it, that's for sure. Now we got 2 wins that'll help pad up those bonus points in the playoffs, and hopefully get a pretty good solid first round and then go at it in the second round, make a bid for the championship.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, congrats on the big victory tonight at Charlotte, and we'll let you enjoy your rest of your week, man. Have a good one.
Appreciate it. Thanks for broadcasting. Thank you for everybody that puts this league on. It's definitely fun, and we'll see you guys next time.
Yes, sir. Thanks so much. 30 Blake Roebuck getting the victory tonight here in Charlotte Motor Speedway. Not too far away, actually, from where App State University is, so kind of cool there, at least in the same state. Let's go ahead and pull up your final standings for the race tonight while we watch his car do beautiful burnouts. Hayes, you had a strong car all night, man. You were running up there. Unofficial race results. Blake Roebuck, your winner. Travis Martin, P2. Mike Edwards, Dalton Hayes, Garrett Boyd, your top 5. Lucas Hoytsma, Cliff Mullins, Ian Montrose, Ethan Evers, and Cody Brown after a little bit of a shakeup as a car ran out of gas on the last lap. Dropped the 70 of Mike Chris out of there, so that is your top 10 after that shakeup. Billy Davidson 11th, Dave Hoytsma 12th, Jake Lawrence 13th, Will Asher 14th, Andrew Hayes 15th, Jonathan Ledger, all that effort he put into trying to stay on that lead lap pays off as he gets a few more spots at the end, finishes 16th, Blake Giglio 17th, Cody Cleaver 18th, Mike Chris 19th, Zach Marterson in 20th. EJ Johnson is 21st, Dustin Eaton 22nd, David Kelly 23rd, Jason Palmer 24th, Corey Lavallo 25th, Castro Neves 26th, Chris Alkire 27th, Nick Hammer 28th, JR Deal 29th, Quinn Newton in 30th. And believe it or not, we can't show you the final page, but there were 2 other cars. The last 2 spots going to Scott Elson and Adam Crozier, 31st and 32nd. Thanks so much for everyone that came out tonight. Huge field, mostly green flag running too, so that was pretty cool. Very good effort. Appreciate everyone just getting it together and having a good time. It was awesome. I have to say, this has been iRacing.com. You can go there, pick up a subscription and then pick up this car and these tracks here. Come race with us anytime you like. Head on over to dgsracing.com, click on the big red snake. That'll get you to our Discord where you can sign up to run these ARCA cars Monday night. Tuesday we run Xfinity. Wednesday we are in the Cup cars. Thursday a doubleheader between the super late models and the trucks. Friday we run fun hosted races and give away free iRacing credit. Saturday we have the Legends series, and Sunday we run street stocks. So come on out, check them all out, racing every single night. There's something for you to do over at Sidewinder. Hit up dgsracing.com and come check it all out. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight, and we'll catch you in the next race.